Have you ever met someone who left a lasting impression, even after just one brief interaction? You know the type, the person who somehow becomes unforgettable, even without trying. Their presence lingers long after they've left the room, and you can't help but think about them. In today's video, we are going to uncover the art of becoming one of those unforgettable people. Those whose energy, presence, and actions make a mark on everyone they meet. We'll dive into the traits and behaviors that can help you develop a magnetic personality, one that captivates and stays in the minds of others, no matter where you go. What makes someone unforgettable? It's not about being the loudest or having the flashiest appearance. In fact, the most memorable people have subtle qualities that make them stand out in a way that's hard to ignore. It's these small, often overlooked traits that have the power to create lasting impressions on everyone they meet. Let's break down some of these core qualities. Unforgettable individuals are profoundly present in every interaction. When they speak to you, it feels as if you're the only person in the world. Their full attention is directed at you. No distractions, no looking around the room, just you. This type of focus is rare in today's world, where distractions are everywhere. When someone gives you their undivided attention, it makes you feel valued and important. And let's face it, in a world of constant distractions, being truly heard is something most people won't forget. There's something about being unapologetically yourself that draws people in. Unforgettable people don't try to be liked by everyone. They're not putting on a mask or pretending to be something they're not. Instead, they embrace their strengths and flaws alike. And this raw honesty resonates deeply with others. People can sense authenticity from a mile away. And when they encounter it, they remember it. They respect it. They admire it. It's not about being overly cheerful all the time, but it's about radiating a kind of warmth and energy that lifts people up. Whether it's through words of encouragement, a gentle smile, or just your general demeanor, unforgettable people bring an infectious light into any room. They make others feel good about themselves without even trying. This magnetic energy doesn't demand attention, but it attracts it naturally. Confidence is a powerful trait, but when it comes without arrogance, it becomes magnetic. People who are self-assured don't need to prove anything to anyone. Their quiet strength and self-belief make others feel comfortable and empowered. It's not about boasting, it's about being sure of yourself without needing external validation. And that calm assurance is something people take notice of. One of the most powerful traits that unforgettable people possess is empathy. They can connect with your emotions, feel what you're feeling, and show genuine care. When someone empathizes with you, it creates a bond that goes beyond surface-level interactions. Empathetic people make you feel understood, seen, and valued. And that emotional connection is what leaves a lasting imprint. The most unforgettable people don't try to impress others. Instead, they make others feel important. Whether it's through kind words, small gestures of support, or simply offering encouragement, unforgettable people leave a positive impact on everyone they meet. Their interactions uplift others, and that's what people remember. They don't just leave a conversation, they leave a lasting impression on the hearts of those they engage with. There are some people who can enter a room and immediately command attention without uttering a word. The moment they leave, you find yourself thinking about the impact they had, about what they said, how they made you feel, or the subtle power they exuded. What makes them different? It's not luck or genetics, it's intentional behavior and a set of traits that anyone can develop. Let's look at some of the reasons these people leave a mark. Unforgettable people are not content with small talk. They want to connect on a deeper level. When you engage with someone who is genuinely curious about you, your thoughts, your experiences, your dreams, it feels different. It feels meaningful. They don't just want to pass the time with idle chatter, they want to understand you. And when someone invests that much interest in you, it leaves a lasting impression. In a world full of empty promises and words that lack substance, unforgettable people stand out because they align their actions with their words. When what they say matches what they do, people begin to trust them. Trust is what makes a person unforgettable. It's what makes someone worth remembering. People remember those who are reliable, who live with integrity, and who honor their commitments. Have you ever met someone whose presence simply fills the room with energy? Those people know how to infuse emotions into their interactions. Whether it's through laughter, inspiration, or a touching story, they bring emotion into the moment. And that emotional connection is what stays with you long after the conversation ends. People are drawn to emotion because it's real, and real moments are what people remember. People who know their purpose have a magnetic presence. They radiate clarity and direction. When you walk into a room with a sense of purpose, it's impossible for others not to notice. You don't have to be loud or brash about it. You just need to carry that sense of purpose with you. That clarity becomes magnetic, pulling others in and leaving an impression that lingers. Unforgettable people don't just show up, they show up with intention. Whether they want to inspire, connect, or simply bring good energy, they bring that purpose into every interaction. When you act with intention, your actions become meaningful. They don't feel random or shallow. They feel purposeful, and purpose is what makes people take notice. Charisma is the quiet force that draws people in without demanding attention. It's not about being the loudest or the most dominant in a room. It's about being a presence that captivates and inspires connection. People who master charisma do so not by trying to impress, but by creating an atmosphere of comfort, trust, and connection. Let's break down some key traits of charismatic individuals. Charismatic people don't need to boast or seek validation. Their confidence comes from within. It's a calm, steady assurance that they don't need to prove anything. This type of confidence makes others feel safe and intrigued, and it draws them in naturally. Charismatic individuals make others feel special. They treat each person like they matter. This genuine warmth and kindness is what draws people in. When you radiate kindness, people remember how you made them feel, and that memory sticks with them. Emotional intelligence is a cornerstone of charisma. Charismatic people are highly attuned to others' feelings. They read the room, adapt their tone, and show empathy without being overly sentimental. This ability to connect with others emotionally allows them to build trust and form connections that others simply can't. Charismatic people know how to express themselves in a way that engages others. They don't dominate the conversation, but they know how to tell a compelling story, ask insightful questions, and keep others interested. It's not about how much you say, but how effectively you communicate. Charismatic individuals understand the power of body language. They use open gestures, maintain relaxed posture, and express themselves through facial cues. Body language often communicates more than words, and it's something people remember long after the conversation ends. Leaving a lasting impression isn't about trying to be someone you're not. It's about showing up fully as yourself. When you bring authenticity, intention, and emotional connection into every room, you leave an impression that lingers long after you've gone. Let's look at how to make sure you leave a mark wherever you go. Before entering any room, think about the kind of impact you want to have. Do you want to inspire, connect, uplift? When you have a clear intention, you bring purpose to every interaction. That purpose is what makes you memorable. In a world full of distractions, being fully present is a rare and valuable gift. When you give someone your full attention, when you make eye contact, put away your phone, and focus on the conversation, you make that person feel valued, and that feeling doesn't easily fade. Unforgettable people don't blend into the background. They bring something unique to the table. Whether it's their sense of humor, their ideas, or their personal stories, they aren't afraid to be themselves. When you express your authentic self, you stand out in a way that others remember. When you say you're going to do something, do it. Reliability and sincerity are the foundation of trust, and trust is what creates lasting bonds. If you follow through on your promises, people will remember you as someone they can depend on. By mastering these habits and traits, you can become someone unforgettable. It's not about changing who you are, but about cultivating the qualities that make you magnetic. With authenticity, presence, and a genuine connection to others, you'll leave an impact wherever you go, and people will remember you long after you've left. The true power of being unforgettable lies in the small, intentional shifts you make in your everyday interactions. Start practicing these habits today, and watch how your presence begins to transform, leaving a mark on everyone you meet.